Ooh. And it was a lively show. It got lively in there. Right. Let's just put it that way. It was lively. It was interesting.
Wanna smoke? Baby, we can roll. Cause I got some more weed. I just wanna smoke. She just wanna smoke. We just wanna roll. Cause I got some more weed. I just wanna smoke. She just wanna smoke. We just wanna roll. Cause I got some more weed. Cause I got some more weed. Yeah. 2, 3.
Yeah, what's good with it, man? Y'all know what it is. She know what it is. We know what it is. 2, 3, aka Steve Stoner, and welcome back to the Smoke Detector. And on today's episode, man, we doing something a little different. You know, we ain't got no smoke, but we got some. Let it go, say less. Enjoy. And we got a special guest, man. The one and only testimony cultivator, brush the shoulder, get the dirt off the haters. Big B.
What's going on, man? How you doing? Man, my name is Chunky Marine. Thank you for having me on the show today, man. Appreciate it.
You want to take a shot?
Man, let's try this to enjoy, man. So what do we got here, bro? What is this?
This is some Enjoy Sativa Hemp Euphoria 420 milligrams fast-acting D9 THC syrup.
Oh, man. Are you trying to get me high?
You know, I'm just trying to see, you know, it says it's going to get us giggly and euphoric, and I'm just trying to turn up, have a good time. You know what I'm saying? On the Smoke Detector.
Try it, bro.
You feel me? I appreciate you.
Try it.
I'm going to take a little shot. Honors, you do first. Yeah, go ahead.
You take it in the 23 cup?
I have to. It's just, ooh, it's blue. We got the blue. Okay, I see you. Go ahead. I'm gonna pull that up a little bit, see how that tastes.
Blue.
That's blue. Yeah, show him. Go ahead.
Nice.
That's the product can. Yeah, that nice blue.
I'm about to try it out.
Yeah. Let them know how it tastes. Yeah. Let them know.
Yeah.
It's good?
It's got a good flavor.
Okay. Yeah, it ain't bad. It's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Blue raspberry. They wasn't lying when they were saying syrup.
It is thick for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I should have goddamn put some motherfucking cream soda with the ice in the Texas way. Put
a little ice and Sprite there, and you'd have been right on point.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, you know, the Smoke Detector, well, we be smoking. I don't, you know, that's something new. What it do? But Chunky Marine, man, for real. So earlier, what was we smoking on, man? Because that shit got me high, got me feeling good. Man. No anxiety.
Appreciate you, man. We were smoking on some organic lemon cherry gelato from some people up in Sacramento that I know.
Okay. And you grow yourself, right?
I do, man. I've been in cultivation since about 2011.
2011.
Started in Colorado. Went out there after going to Oaksterdam out in California for a couple months.
Oaksterdam, y'all heard that.
I mean, you got to start somewhere, you know. Like if you're going to go to school for videography or something like that, you got to go to that school.
Yeah.
What you want to specialize in, you go to that. So that's what I wanted to do, and I went and tried it, you know.
Did you have a favorite teacher at Oaksterdam?
Yeah, man. His name was David Alonzo. We just called him Zoe.
Yeah.
That was my boy. I still talk to him to this day.
Yeah.
Man, he's just a good connoisseur of good flower.
Yeah.
You know, and good flower, man, is hard to find, especially for good people that love good flower.
Yeah, good flower.
Yeah.
I love good flower.
I love good flower.
What do you describe as good flower?
Man, good flower is going to check a couple boxes for me.
Let me know the boxes. I got to know the cups. Let's know the cups.
Boxes are going to be, it's got to smell. It's got to have a unique odor and smell from it, you know? Number 2, it's got to be nice and moist bud. It can't be too dry, too wet. It's got to crumble just right. Right? And then it's got to have an aroma that comes from it. So you want bud structure, aroma, then you're going to want taste. And then if it burns clean, a clean white ash,
right?
No, you don't want it sparkling like a sparkler for like 4th of July. Right. You want it smooth, inhale, smooth exhale, don't hurt your lungs.
Right.
Real smooth, tasting, good, flavorful bud. That's what I consider exotic bud.
Exotic bud, good weed, great flower.
Yeah, something out of this world, you know.
Yeah,
like the Bentley of cars.
What show?
I want to smoke the Bentley of cars, you know.
I understand that. I would love to only smoke the Bentley of the cars too. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
What would you say is your favorite strain or the Bentley of weed?
Man, I mean, right now you got a lot of different genetics that are coming out. I mean, my boy Doja is coming out with a bunch of new genetics, man. He's really pheno hunting some really good genetics. Shout out to my boy Ryan Doja. Shout out my boy Doja Pack, man.
Yeah.
Hey, doing his thing. You know, he's got permanent marker coming out right now. He just did the permanent marker clone drop in LA. He knows how to find really good phenos that he likes that are flavorful, and he's linked up with the right people to get it, cultivated in the masses and get it out to the people. And I would say that permanent marker is definitely something really nice, but he has the Zittles, we go,
yes,
that candy gas Zittles, just that flavor that just, it's harder to describe.
Yeah.
Like if you ate a bag of Skittles while you was smoking something, that tastes the entire inhale and exhale. It's unimaginable. So I would have to say Zittles or the permanent marker would be like the Bentley that I would want to be smoking right about now.
Skittles and permanent marker.
And Zittles with a Z.
Zittles and permanent marker.
So the Greenfields guys up in NorCal are the ones that came out with that. And I mean, they just are refining it. They got a couple other people cultivating it and crossing with other stuff. So it's about to be a lot of new Z crosses coming out.
Oh shit, new Z crosses. What would you love to have the Z crossed with, like you personally?
I mean, I would go with my two favorite things right now. I would go with the Zittles and the permanent marker.
Oh shit!
Cross those two and have a baby. Man,
yeah. What do you?
I'm trying to smoke that baby.
What do you think that's gonna taste like?
Man, it's gonna taste
like a marker with a fruity marker.
A fruity marker. You know what I mean? Like a Zittles marker is what I would almost prepare to.
Yeah, but it's gonna be gas though.
Oh, it's gonna be some candy gas. You got that different kind of gas. When you smell that like OG back in the day, you knew when you hit it, that's that OG.
So tell us about your first time smoking weed though.
Man, the first time smoking weed, I stole off my dad's bud. My dad grew weed in my closet back in the day. We ain't gonna tell nobody though.
Shout out to Pops.
Yeah, shout out to Pops. And I was in high school. So I just, snagged some of his stuff, seeing him what he was doing all the time. And after that, I was lifted. He was growing that good, like Florida cat piss smelling type of shit that was just like funky, just so a good hash haze plant down in Florida that was killing at the time. And oh my man, I was young. It was my first time, so I was out of there.
So y'all was in Florida, or he got him the seeds from?
Oh no, he was growing in Florida.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So shout out Tampa. That's when I was growing up in Tampa for a little bit.
So you started on them strains.
Yeah.
Can you still even get them strains today?
The lineage is hard to come by. You know what I mean? Like it eventually dies out unless you continue to cross it.
Yeah.
And keep crossing it to keep it alive. It's like if you had kids, right?
Right.
And you want your seed to go on, you would have to have more seeds.
Right.
If you didn't, your lineage would stop with you. So it's how far do you want to take your lineage? How far do you want to go?
Nah, facts. I love that because I ain't even tried them strains. I don't think.
Next time we come down here, man, we'll have to figure out a way for you to get them, or we might be doing a pop up down in Austin.
Okay, yeah.
You have to I'll keep you posted, bro. We can come up to the Austin pop up, man, and you could definitely meet the homie Doja, and you could try out some whatever he brings in, that whatever he has on the menu at the time.
So you are from Texas, right?
Fort Worth, Funky Town, Texas.
Okay. So how do you know Doja?
Man, Doja's from Texas too. We met at the 2010 Cannabis Cup.
Okay.
We bumped into each other by sheer accident, man.
And okay, sheer accident that lasted into a friendship that's growing and snowing and blowing and showing right now.
Yeah, right now.
No, I love that.
And it's all about how you treat people, how you do business, and being a man of your word. And he's one of the best at it. So
let me ask you this: growing up in Texas, what type of weed was you smoking on? And what was the best strain? What was the hot shit? You know what I mean?
Back then it was either the OG, if you got some good Cali OG, or if you managed to get some of those popcorns. You remember the popcorn?
I remember the popcorn.
It's that Arizona stuff that's good. It's got maybe a seed every now and then.
Yeah.
It wasn't that Mexican brickweed.
Right.
Even though we're so close to the border down here in Texas,
That was Arizona, the popcorn shit.
Yeah, it came from Arizona.
Wow, I never knew that.
Yeah. You gotta know where it comes from.
Yeah.
You do it after you do a little homework, if talk to the right people, you figure out where it's coming from.
The popcorn. OG. Now, Dallas, man, you're not gonna get that, man. Today you might get some sprayed on runts and some what
Wow, man.
you know, I don't know. Some sprayed
Wow.
on some Gorilla GG47 1823. You know what I mean? I don't what's going on, man.
What is going on? You remember, I don't know if you remember, like back in 2011, 12 time frame, people had that Go Puff for that stuff you spray on, but try to make it smell like that blueberry yum yum back in the day. Some people are being accused of doing the exact same thing to try to bring a certain aroma or smell and taste out of their buds.
And they bullshit.
Yeah, man, it's fugazi is what it is.
So yeah, y'all definitely y'all got to be careful with that and everything when it comes to that. So honestly, if you could go a little deeper into that, like how do you know the difference between organic weed and like bullshit weed that's not good for you?
Well, how do you test diamonds? I mean, how do you real and fake? You test them, right?
The diamond tester.
The diamond tester. You got to put that weed through the weed tester.
Okay.
You got to put it through the senses. You got to the way it's. First of all, is the way it's grown.
Okay, exactly.
It starts from the roots
right
up. So organic soil, organic water. Nice RO water.
Yeah.
Organic nutrients.
Okay.
Usually like your own tea brews, something of that nature. And you're just doing it organically. You're not using a bunch of heavy salts or metals. So that way you're going to have a clean product. That's the difference. Like an organic fruit versus a regular fruit.
Right. And I think one thing that people really need to understand and know about, because I grow from time to time. I'm a little hobbyist, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A little organic or
Nothing wrong with doing your own thing, your own stuff.
A little Steve's leaves coming soon, a little cocoa. But as I was saying, hey, the THC lean is definitely kicking in right now.
I feel relaxed.
Yeah, wait, hold on.
I feel real relaxed.
How do you feel right now?
I feel cool. I was really relaxed before, but now I feel like
it's like an extra look. Yeah. Hey, you want some? I'm telling you. Yeah, go ahead, get your little shot of that big dog. You know what I mean? Now, what you think about that product? Are there any let's shout out your people, man. The products that we got here.
Right here, I got Chef Joey. That's my boy Joey. Shout out my boy Joey.
Shout out Joey, Chef Joey. What's good? Y'all follow Chef Joey.
Chef Joey is doing his thing in Oklahoma and in Florida. He makes full spectrum gummies, which means not only does it have THC in it,
right,
but it has all the other cannabinoids that really are beneficial to you as well. The CBNs, the THCAs, the THCVs.
Right.
It's going to have a little bit of everything. It's going to be full spectrum. So that means you're getting a lot more cannabinoids. He's also breaking it down to where he's able to use nanotechnology to apply to this to make them. He makes all of them, hand test all batches.
So he hand makes every single test with every single bag with nanotechnology.
And then he gets everyone tested, every batch tested, so he's able to give pinpoint accuracy on. And then he has indica, sativa, and hybrid all in one bag.
Yeah.
So it gives you choices and options.
Right.
That way you're never.
Oh.
Yeah. So you can take the sativa during the day, indica in the nighttime, and wind down.
How much do these go for, man?
Man, on the retail market of Oklahoma, I think these are going for about $60 a bag. Because there's 20 pieces in here at 50 milligrams a single piece. And it's, like I said, it's pinpoint accuracy, potent tested.
Okay, let me ask this, because this is fire. I love the fact that Chef Joey's on here, smiling, he high as hell on the cover.
Always.
But I like that you can choose between, the different, what you want to do with the sativa, the indica, the hybrids. Like, what do you mean, like nano or micro technology? Like
nanotechnology means he's just able to break it down to the purest form to be able to put it in very easily without it having a heavy taste or not a better potency, so to speak, right?
Okay.
So he's bringing out the purest form of it versus something not that pure.
Okay, I understand that.
And then with microtechnology, he can pinpoint dial potency.
Right. Make it exactly this percent for this and everything. How you know Chef Joey? Man, I met Chef Joey when he was working with Magical Butter in Tampa, Florida in 2014. So you be hitting all the conventions and
man, look, if you're gonna do this industry, anything you want to do, you got to do it as best you can. So you got to be out there and being seen. You got to go to these events, these cannabis events, these high times, cannabis cups, all these things going on around the country, because that way you're getting noticed, you're getting seen. If you're not being noticed, getting seen, you're never going to be out there where you need to be. You know what I mean? So you got to be active.
Yeah.
Just like that. And you got to stay active consistently. And that's the hard part, because people want to give up sometimes when it gets a little tough or it gets a little hard. You just got to keep grinding, because you could be right on the doorstep of your big blessing and make it really big. So you just got to keep on, man. You know how it is, bro. You've been out here doing this for a minute. So you just got to keep on grinding, man. Keep getting cool people on here.
Yeah.
Keep staying fly. Keep bringing out new content. And just keep banging it out, man. You got it.
No, that's love. That's love. I definitely appreciate that. You know what I mean? So I was gonna ask you. I've never been to a cannabis cup, emerald cup, none of those cups. I want to go to an emerald cup so bad, because I believe in sun-grown cannabis. You know what I mean? But yeah, tell me, like, just put me on. Like, tell me about your best cup experience. Like,
man, the first one in San Francisco in 2010 was really dope.
San Fran.
Shout out San Fran. There was a lot of stuff going on.
Right.
But I want to say the first one in Denver, because I was living in Denver.
Okay.
I already knew the High Times guys from the first couple of cups.
You tapped in.
So yeah, well, I mean, if you're out there exposing yourself, man, you're gonna get seen, And from there, it just snowballed. But I think Denver was the funnest, man. It snowed like the day before. It was on 420 in, I want to say 2016, 2015. And it was dope, man. It was a good time. It was a good time.
Do you would you say that you've cultivated all your relationships in the industry, or on this side, from just going out to those?
I mean, definitely a majority of them. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because you gotta pick through the grass to see who's really green.
Right. Ooh.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta pick through the grass to see who's the greenest.
Hey, it's Steve Stoner here, slanging that boner still. And yes, I'm all up in your grill. Today, I just want to bring y'all attention to 23cups.com. We got the hoodies in, you dig, yeah. We got the hoodies in, you feel me? So if you go to 23cups.com, man, you can get you a hoodie, you feel me? This is the front, classic 23 Cups logo, you know what I mean? Some of them glow in the dark, it just depends on which one you get, baby. You know what I mean? Then we got the bag. Hold on, we got the bag. You feel me? This is the 23 Cups, the pinky ring. I got the pinky up. The pinky's up on the cup. You can change the color of the cup depending on the season, and you can change the color of the hand to match your skin tone. 23cups.com. Get you a motherfucking 23 Cups hoodie front. That's the motherfucking fact. You can customize it just like that. Back to the smoke detector. Yeah.
I got it braided today, but
I see you. Texas player.
While I'm in Texas, I might as well.
I love it.
Like I'm in Texas.
And he got the grilling. And he got the grilling.
Ready to go.
Who did that for you?
Man, my boy Have a Gold Day over in Grand Prairie did that, man.
Okay. Shout out to him.
Shout out to Roderick Brothers. You know what I'm saying? That's my boys.
Shout out to Roderick. Can you put me on that one?
Oh,
yeah. We ain't show. We gotta show on that one, big dog.
We got Zoe.
Shout out to Zoe.
It's a veteran-owned CBD company. They come out with creams, ointments, stuff like that for body ailments and sore muscles. Who doesn't have that? You know what I'm saying?
Everybody got that shit.
Especially as you get older, you get some gray hair, get some wisdom underneath your belt. You wake up in the morning, your back hurting, you want to rub something on it. Man, I rub this old CBD. And man, it's got lidocaine in it, it's got THC in it, and it's got menthol in it. And I might walk around smelling like an old man, but I feel good.
Oh shit. Okay. How much? How much that go for? Like,
let's go for $40 retail on his website, man.
Okay, $40 retail.
Yeah. And he's got all kinds of other stuff on there besides that one.
Okay, shout out Zoe.
Shout out Zoe.
You already know. Rub this on my finger and my big toe.
And your big toe.
You did. Yeah, I see you, man. Zoe, that's I like that. Do you have any products that like you made or any grows that you've grown that you want to talk about, or edibles? Like, what do you?
I'm more like a jack of all trades instead of a master at one when it comes to the cannabis realm.
Okay.
You know, I know how to manage dispensary operations.
Okay, now we
You know,
talking. Yeah.
I've been a store manager. I went through metric system when cannabis came legal. Metric is a system that tracks seed to sale. So that way the state of Colorado knows exactly how much weed you're growing, exactly how much weed you're selling, and how much money they're making on taxes.
Right.
Because they want to make sure that they're getting paid too.
Right.
And if you know anything like the government knows, they getting paid. They are not missing a check. So
you be on top of all of that.
So doing that, and then cultivation.
Right.
You know, I've done cultivation for a while. I like it being in the garden. I've made edibles. I've made extractions, oils, everything you think of, man.
Yeah.
Everything of suppositories for cancer patients with RSO oil. I mean, that's where the medical value really comes into play with cannabis and THC. That's why these full spectrum give you more than just THC.
Right.
You're getting these other beneficial cannabinoids that are helpful for your body. So you want to, once we narrow down the science of cannabis more, I think we'll be able to really pinpoint, diagnose, and treat ailments with certain THC cannabinoids.
Right.
That makes sense.
No, I think that's perfect. You know? And I know that's a tongue twister. Cannabinoids.
Most people are just like, I just want to smoke and get high.
Right. But not knowing that, you know, the plant does much more, and the fact that you even have cancer patients or people who need treatment in mind, you know, that already knows that shows that it's a bigger picture to the plant medicine that people have been using before me and you was even
around. Yeah, it's westernized medicine for you. You know, there's stuff that you know, they do in Asia. They take to cure all kinds of diseases. You know, we take these pharmaceutical drugs that are made by, you know, the man himself,
right,
and overcharging insurance companies and killing people.
Yeah.
You know, everything you take, this may have side effects. Oh, shit. If it's going to give me erectile dysfunction and maybe a skin rash, I don't want to take that shit. You know what I mean?
No, facts.
I'd rather use some cannabis or smoke some weed, but and it's still today, you know, if we smoke weed now, I mean, it's recreational in some states.
Right.
In Texas, we're behind.
Yeah. How do you feel about, so how does it feel when you're in Vegas and you can, it's legal, and then you come to Texas and it's like, I'll just throw it out, stomp on it.
Yeah, you gotta really know and pay attention to where you're at.
Yeah,
you know, you gotta be aware where you're at and what you're doing. So, you know, you gotta be just be aware. That's the best thing I can say. And I know it's not, you know, like in Vegas, we can sit on the strip and smoke weed.
Right? Yeah. Where can you smoke weed? Where can you smoke weed?
Vegas, you can smoke it anywhere. But now they got consumption lounges coming.
Okay.
So consumption lounges will be there next year. You got Planet 13 building a big one. You got a bunch of people that won. Only 12 people won the lottery, so to speak.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Only 12 people won the lottery, so now they got these consumption lounges coming in. Mm-hmm. That's gonna be lit in Vegas.
Well, yeah, people are gonna be able to go in there, buy their cannabis, go to the lounges, pay a lounge fee, sit in there and smoke. They're gonna have, you know, video games, movies, massage chairs.
Oh shit!
They're gonna be decking these things out fully, so that people can go in there and just get high and chill all day long.
It sounds like where I need to be, man.
Yeah, but the casinos are mad because they don't want people chilling in the smoke rooms. They don't want them in that casino gambling, losing their money.
What if? Okay, that's fucked up. But what if we come together, both of them, have a little? You can have a little casino machine while we still doing the weed shit.
Hey, it's like some casinos allow you to smoke cigarettes and some don't.
I see.
You know, why can't you just smoke weed in the casinos? Because you know why? They don't want people getting high and sleeping, doing none of that. You know, thinking about things before they do them. They want them out there drunk, wasting their money, losing it to them. You know, Vegas is built on losers, man. So if you go into Vegas try to win, listen, use your head. When you get the IRS check coming in next couple months, don't go to Vegas talking about you go out to be a millionaire. Take care of your kids, man. Come on.
For real. No, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit kicking in, man. That shit is.
The lean had you stuck for a second. You was like,
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Pause. Right, back to it.
You feel me? Right back to it. But Vegas, I feel you. I love it. I've never been there, so it's kind of.
Never been to Vegas.
Never, so it's interesting.
Man,
like
you gotta come.
When
you coming?
Shit, any 23rd.
When you coming?
I'm ready. We can go next week.
Man, you gotta come on.
Let's go. So I just wonder, like, when you walk around, does it just smell like weed and gas?
Everybody smoking weed.
Yeah.
but everybody's buying it from the dispensaries, and that's cool.
Okay.
But think about like it's real dry out there, so the bud's real dry.
Okay.
So
the
it just
environment.
crumbles into dust. Like nobody wants to smoke dust.
Oh shit.
I mean, unless you're that kind of person, but we ain't even gonna go there.
So who got the best weed for real? For real? You done been
In
to
Vegas?
No. Well, in Vegas, yeah, in Vegas. Let's start there.
Man, I would say the guys that are growing some of the best weed in Vegas is my boys Grower Circle.
Okay.
Shout out to Grower Circle. You guys are killing it, man. I love you guys.
You gotta take me there.
Definitely. He's there. They grow and then they're able to sell their product to the dispensaries. So they're in a bunch of dispensaries, and let's just say when they cultivate, they don't have anything on the shelf afterwards, and they do strain specific rosin bites. They make these edibles that are, let's just say, delicious and weed-tricious for you.
Delicious and weed-tricious.
Weed-tricious, yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's Vegas. So they got that
Vegas.
shit on lock.
Lockdown.
Now I was gonna say, through the regions, LA, the Bay, Vegas, everywhere that you've been, who got the best? Who's throwing it down?
Everybody's gonna debate where the best bud comes from.
Okay.
All right. And I'll tell you this, the best bud comes from the grower who is the most passionate about striving to grow better and better bud.
Okay.
That's the grower that I want to smoke his bud.
Right.
Because he's gonna come out he's going to try to really impress me. He's going to come out with A game. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and everything points to Northern California when you look at some of the best flower coming out of the country. I mean, it started there.
Yeah.
Like wherever it originates from, that's where it kind of is the best at. And that's where our entire green rush kind of came from, that Northern California area.
Right.
So we're talking in the 30s, 40s.
That long ago.
Well before us, yeah.
Well, way before the Bay and all this.
Oh yeah.
That's wild.
So that to me is where the best bud is up there.
What do you have a favorite strain from up there? Or like is there a first time when you was hooked? Like that first time you was like, oh, this is the best shit I ever smoked?
Yeah, the first time was when I was up there in 2010.
Okay.
Right. I went to this place. I can't think of the name of it, but it's in right outside of Oakland, and they had this shit called Ken's Granddaddy Purple.
Okay. Ken's Granddaddy Purple.
We've heard of. Oh, y'all heard of Granddaddy Purple?
Yeah, I have.
But Ken had his own like.
Oh, like Ken.
His own, Ken, Ken.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I thought you were like Ken. You talking about Ken?
Yeah.
Okay.
He came out with his own little genetic twist on it, or his own like seed bag he found and grew, and it was his little Granddaddy Purple. That was where I was like, oh. This is what it is.
Yeah.
This is what it is. And then Mike, Big Mike was a grower over at Oaksterdam, RIP. He grew this cotton candy something back then in 2010 where it literally tasted like I bit into cotton candy. And when I smoked it. And this was 2010. And from there on, like I'm hooked. I'm like, if he can grow this and make it taste like this, then it's possible. It's possible.
What was he using to grow and shit?
Look, a grower is like a chef.
Yeah.
They're never going to give the recipe. Right?
Have you ever found or smoked anything similar to that cotton candy since then?
No.
That was a once in a lifetime.
Yeah, that was a once in a lifetime situation.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, he was an older gentleman.
Yeah.
He was with Oaksterdam for a long time. He was a grower for a long time. He was like a second or third generation cultivator. Mm-hmm. So I mean, he'd been doing it, been around it since he was just, a little kid.
That's amazing. Man.
When you're around something that long and you have that much passion for something to do better at it, it's going to come out fire eventually.
Right, especially when it's generational as well.
Oh yeah.
What would you say is your favorite? Indoor, outdoor? What you like?
Man, I like indoor, because you're able to control that environment. You want to give that plant everything it's needed. You are playing God to that plant.
Right.
Outdoor, you're at the elements. But again, like that's where they say Northern California is the environment for it, with the mixture of the humidity from the ocean and the wind from the north. It's just a nice mix of environment that really allows the cannabis plant to flourish in that area of the country.
Right. See, he said it,
Yeah.
not me. Would you say you more of a paper tobaccos or tobaccos or papers?
Man, now that I've gotten more of a better taste for some good flower,
Talk about it. Let's talk about it.
I love the paper.
Right.
You know, but back then, you know, back when you was a kid in high school, what you know, smoke that wood, let's smoke this, you know, Swisher,
right?
You know, but now that I want to really like taste what I'm smoking, I go with the papers.
You got to go.
Gotta go with the papers.
I go with the papers too because you can really taste it. You know, it's thin, it's easy to roll, it's thick. You rolled up a fatty earlier. I see you,
man. Look, it takes practice, bro.
How long you been rolling? How long you think you been smoking?
Man, I've been smoking weed since let's see, I would say about 14.
Okay.
And I'm 41 now.
Okay.
So 41 minus 14.
Yeah, I gotta do the math. I'm high.
I'm high too.
So, but that's a long time.
Yeah.
And so you've came across indoors, outdoors, left, rights, sprayed on. Would you say that CBD or Delta 8, this new shit that's legal? Would you say like you fuck with that, or you feel that, or do you even see the benefits of that?
I mean, there's definitely got to be some benefits there for somewhere in the medical field for sure.
Of course.
But I definitely think that for the random person that's never experienced it, that's a good place to start. Right. So if you want to get into THC, but you're scared of it first, start with CBD, and that just gives you more of the mellow body, head focus kind of buzz. Versus, you know, when you switch over to, you know, THC, it gives you the psychoactive, more of a euphoric kind of high versus the body.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I would say that too, man. I would definitely say that. But once again, I feel like it comes back to the grower and who's growing it, because like not all CBD is made equal. Not all CBN, NFGH, GHC, XTP is made equal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let me ask you this: Do you fuck with vapes or like smoking bags or anything like that? Devices?
Yeah, if I'm gonna do vapes, man, I'm gonna have to go with like a live resin vape. You know, I want a live resin is gonna be right when the plant is harvested, they freeze it.
Right.
And then they process it. So technically like the plant was frozen while it was alive.
Right.
Not dead. So and they make the resin out of it then. So it's live resin.
Right.
So it's supposed to have more terpene profile, be more flavorful, taste good. All the things that, you know, I look for whenever I'm smoking. I want it to taste good.
No, for sure. I love it. I'm telling you, that shit that I smoked with you earlier is like top 2, 3 of the best shit I done smoked this year. You feel me? Like that shit was instantly flavorful.
Yeah. And that's what I like, bro. I like it when I smoke weed with somebody and they're like, man, I never tasted like that in my life.
Yeah, no, that was like
you're gonna walk away like 2-3 weeks from now, you're gonna be like, bro, I smoked some of the best weed that tastes the greatest with this motherfucker Big B.
Yeah, no,
you know what I'm saying? You're gonna remember that shit and every time you're gonna be like, you're gonna smoke somebody else's shit, you're gonna be like, nope, not the one.
Sorry.
Call it Big B. I got you.
Get him out of here.
So, but what you want, man? I like the live resin. I think that's where it's at for me. As far as bags or anything, man, I'm not really. Nah, I haven't smoked those bags in a minute.
Right.
I like flower, and I cannot lie.
Yeah. Flowers the best. I feel you. I'm a big flower. I think me and you are very similar when it comes to that. We like flower and we like papers, and I think that's the way to go. So let me ask you this, Big B, Chunky Marine, chunky, big chunky, keeping it chunky, always chunky peanut butter. Where do you want to go with the cannabis industry, or like what's your dreams, or what's your goals, or like what's next for you? Because you definitely connected. You telling me about everybody else, but what about the boss man?
Man, look, I want to get into cultivation.
Okay.
You know, for a while I was in cultivation and I was just doing it to do it because I enjoyed being in there. I enjoyed the people enjoying it, but I never got into genetics,
right,
and breeding and making something I never got into taking two kids, putting them together, and making my own baby from it.
See, your
You
own
see what I'm saying?
strain, yeah.
So that's what I want to do. That's where my passion is now. Now I want to take something. I want to say, hey, I like this. I like this. Not only the way it tastes, but smokes, but grows, and put it all together and make my own little like, all right, this is me.
Right.
And then from there, that's how you build your brand and build your genetic profile and work off of, man. So that's where I want to go. That's where I want to go.
I love that. I love that.
And I'm going to call that, the name of that company is going to be called Pinkies Out Cultivation. So when you're smoking that, you got to put your pinky out.
Pinky Out Cultivation. I see you.
So
I
that's
love
that.
it.
That's that, sipping that tea. That's that good shit right there. Yes. Shit to make you want to slap your mama. It feels so good. Ooh. Boy.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
sir.
love that. Pinky Out Cultivation. That's fire.
So that's what we're going to do, man. And I'm gonna
That's fire.
you know, and my name, my first couple strains will be
Okay, look, that's
I'm
about
gonna
to
keep
ask
it
you
right
that.
there. I'm gonna keep it right there. You know, but just imagine you got, 5 fingers,
Right.
and they're all got a different name, right?
Okay, right.
So imagine naming your first strains after your hand.
Yeah.
You got the pinky,
Right.
you got the ring,
Oh, wow.
you got the middle,
Oh my Jesus.
then you got that pointer,
That pointer.
you got the old thumbs up.
I love that. That's hard.
So I'm gonna, just more to come, more to come out of Chunky B. We got a long road ahead of us, but hey, never give up, never give in, baby. We going to the end.
They gonna have to rewind that shit because hey, that shit was smooth. How you put that shit? I like that. That's fire.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
That's
it.
fire. Hey, Steve Stoner's LL Cool Haze coming soon.
Yeah, that's what
You know what I'm saying? We starting small.
I like that. Hey, you gotta start small, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I got another homie of mine, man. He's out in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
He started his own little brand called Little Stony Danks.
Okay.
He's got a little Stony Dank clothing line. He's coming out with some really fresh clothes, fresh shirts with a fresh bag idea. I mean, I think he can gain some traction if you just got to keep on grinding, bro. You can't stop, man. Don't let nobody tell you that your dreams are too small, and don't dream big, baby.
You feel me? I love that. I love that. Is there anybody else you want to shout out, show love to, put on?
Man, I just want to shout out to all the people that helped me get where I'm at. I got my boy